Hello, my name is Aaron. I do rants and reviews, and watch out because we've got a controversial opinion. I think Meta is stupid. Hold on. You weren't seriously trying to do an intro there, right? No one has time for that. But that's what all the cool, successful channels have. They all have a fun intro with some groovy, royalty-free music. I was just trying to fit in. I think the key word there was successful channels, and you are far from that. By the way, be sure to give this video a huge like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that little bell. Wink. But no! You can't tell people to like something when they haven't even watched the whole video? No, I don't think you understand. If you don't tell viewers to do it within 6 seconds, they're just not going to. By the way, I think you should also use more jump cuts. People love jump cuts. So you're telling me that I need to use jump cuts, cosplay as an anime character, or get a pet in order to appease the masses and get more views? That doesn't sound authentic. Do whatever you want, it's your loss. Also, you should probably get started on the topic of this video because at this point in time, you've lost 70% of your viewers, so shut up! Just let me have my fun. Anyway, play the 3-second intro. So let's talk meta. I mean, movies anywhere. I mean meta. I mean, seriously, did anyone at Facebook even research this? Because the logos look so similar, it's ridiculous. But moving on. Now, I know there's a trend to just hate on things for the sake of it, and especially things that are new or that you may not fully understand. But the metaverse is just stupid. It's just really, really stupid. And the first reason is that it's not really that immersive. I know that everyone thinks that just like VR is like the future, and that it's going to be more immersive than ever, but literally in the video itself, they showed someone doing a video chat in the metaverse. So within the metaverse, there was a screen within the metaverse. It's just a screen within a screen. How is that more immersive than just looking at your phone? I don't understand. And this reminded me of another video from The Onion, which is World of Warcraft. It's basically a person playing World of Warcraft, and you play the person that is playing World of Warcraft. This is what the metaverse feels like, and I'm not the only one because several of the comments point that out as well. But it's just silly. And also, the assumption that just because something's on a screen, we can't interact with it. Multiple studies have shown that people can be just as engaged and just as immersed and just as real with each other on social media. And it's not necessarily the screens that are the boundary, it's the communication. But emoji, video chat, and things like that have allowed stuff on phones and devices to be more immersive. It doesn't have to be just sitting there, actually physically present. Also, has anyone who's ever been to a 2-hour-long corporate meeting really think that it would be so much better if you could actually feel like you're in the office? No one thinks that. No one's sitting there on a 2-hour Zoom conference meeting wishing, you know what? I wish that I could feel like I was at the end of a desk in a conference room and trying to look past other people to see the presentation screen. No one thinks that. Do people want that? It just doesn't make sense. And the other thing is that the metaverse already exists in the form of things like The Sims. You can create a character, you can create worlds, you can create houses, you can put someone in a pool and delete the stairs. Apparently, I've never actually played The Sims, and there goes any nerd credit that I had. But the point is, games like this already exist. Now, granted, the comparison to The Sims might be a little bit stretched, but there's another game that I think it's closer to, and that is PlayStation Home. Yeah, remember that? No one remembers it. But PlayStation Home was basically a place where you could send your avatar to go hang out and you could be social. And it's basically the metaverse. It even has the same graphics. Look at that. Actually, the graphics on PlayStation Home might have been slightly better. even with the Uncanny Valley avatars. But seriously, like, people have already tried this and nobody wanted it. It's stupid. Like, and the fact that so many people actually think this is the next big thing, when it's just another fad. It's another gimmick. Now, out of fear of some people thinking that, oh, you just don't think it's cool because you've never tried it. I have played VR, and it's fun as a gimmick. Like, I've played Takelings. So Takelings is actually a pretty fun game. So Takelings, one player plays the person trying to capture the monsters, and everyone else is on their phones controlling monsters running around a kitchen, an attic, and the person in VR is hunting around trying to catch them. And that's fun, but it's a gimmick. It's a gimmick. Remember this? Remember the Wii and how this was going to change gaming forever? Remember the Kinect? Why do I even have this? Seriously, why do I have this? This is a useless piece of plastic. Probably because you literally can't pay people to take these at this point. Seriously, just boot up Craigslist and you'll probably see at least 30 of these for 20 bucks. Nobody wants this. But remember how this was going to revolutionize gaming? It was just a fad. Pretty much the only thing good that came out of this was Wii Sports Resort. That's the better one. Everyone knows that, right? But all of this, it's been done before. It's just a different iteration of the same thing. It's The Sims. It's PlayStation Home. It's a different place for people to put stuff. Except this time, you can spend way more money on it with microtransactions. Everybody's favorite. And again, I'm not wanting to sound like just some grumpy old person that hates new technology, because that's not it. VR is fun, but again, everything has its time and place. For example, even games that use VR, like Pokemon Go. Now, technically that's AR, but it's more or less the same thing. Most people who play Pokemon Go, including myself, don't turn on AR mode because that's just annoying. No one actually wants to hold their phone up and pretend to catch a Pokemon. It's so much easier to just sit there and flick a Pokeball. That could have sounded weird, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's so much easier to do that. No one wants to sit there in VR and try and catch things. No one uses it that way. There's probably a few people, but for the vast majority of people, that's not the most convenient way to play the game. So it has a place, just like everything has a place. Phones have a place, and just because you're on a screen doesn't mean it's less immersive. It doesn't need to be strapped to your face. And there are games that work, there are games that don't, and in the end, it's just another gimmick, except this one's really overpriced, and you have to sign into a Meta account, and that brings me to the last thing, is that it's Facebook. It's a giant corporation. You know, also, has anyone noticed how, like, Meta, Alphabet, Amazon, they're all very ominous. It's almost as if they want to control everything. Meta? Anyway, yeah, nothing Orwellian at all about any of that. But anyway, those are my thoughts on Metaverse and why it's stupid. You can agree with me in the comments or disagree and call me names and all of that fun stuff that people do on the internet. Just imagine if you could do this in VR. Then you could, you know, actually like throw a fake tomato at someone or something stupid. Seriously, it's a gimmick. But anyway, I'm going to do something way better and way cheaper. I'm going to make my own VR headset. Let's get started. Okay, so I just started this game. It's in 4K. It's like crazy real. And yeah, wow, I'm so immersed. This is awesome. I love this. So much fun. I don't even know what I'm doing. I want to try and do something, but like I only have controllers and buttons. It's like not actually working. All right, we're done here. Like and subscribe. You know the drill.